Hey, how we doing, everybody? This is Let's Be Real Brad, and today I'm gonna be talking about the new Netflix $85 million budget superhero film, Project Power. Really awesome idea that has a really great premise, and there's some decent and fun action scenes with good acting, but it fails altogether just like all the other Netflix action films. And the reason for this is because the premise is the only cool thing and they don't do anything else with it, which is really disappointing because Netflix has all these really hard R movies on their service that they can do whatever they want with. They can put whatever content they want because it's Netflix, and they don't go all the way with it. It felt like in this film in particular that they were holding back something really dark or gritty that could have been in this film. Let's start off with some of the positives, and that is just the premise. I like the idea that you can be a superhero or someone that has supernatural abilities for about 5 minutes. If you take this pill, it'll give you some random power, and after a while, you'll be kind of accustomed to it if you keep taking this pill. It's really interesting, but it's nothing more than that, because then it just focuses on that in particular and doesn't go any deeper with it. It's the only thing that's really keeping this movie interesting throughout, because you want to see where it goes, but then by the end of it, you're kind of just disappointed because you're like, wow, this awesome idea isn't really used at all. I thought the acting was pretty solid. I mean, Jamie Foxx is always really good in everything, and this is like the first time I've seen Joseph Gordon-Levitt back in a new movie. This guy's been like lost. I don't even know what he's done. TV shows? Who knows? Dominic Fishback, I haven't really seen her or anything, but I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for her because she holds her own in this film with these other two big stars and does a really good job. I don't really care for her character as much. I don't think she was utilized in the story as well, but I think her performance was really good. I think some of the CGI looks okay. I think it's decent. I mean, obviously it's not the biggest budget in the world, but I thought there were some decent moments of action with it. The action scenes are okay. They're decent. I mean, I don't know. They're kind of on par with the other Netflix action films that are out there. I mean, they don't really do anything exciting or expansive on the action genre, but I thought it was just kind of interesting. The writing is just really bad. All the characters spell out exactly how I feel in expository dialogue that it just feels so boring and stale, and I wish they could have just did a little bit more with the writing and had it a little bit more interesting. But it seems like the dialogue itself was like the last thing that they did, and they were focused more on how can we make this superhero idea become so big, and maybe we can set up other movies. Because that's also another problem. There's too much setup. You could tell they're trying to set up things for other movies, and that's a big issue I've had with all the other films. They're trying to make franchises out of these movies, and it's okay to set up. I don't mind setup in movies, but the problem is it just feels like at times it's the forefront of the story when your own original story is not interesting in the slightest, and it feels like it's in the back burner of what's actually happening. I thought it was just really disappointing, considering I thought maybe this one could be different. I'm always trying to be hopeful, but it seems like all these Netflix action movies are just all the same, and they're all trying to do the same exact thing. Like I said about the action scenes, they're kind of boring. I mean, I don't really care about the characters at all. I'm going to be honest. They try to give each character something to do and something interesting and give them some kind of motivation, but you just feel like it's just there just to give the character something to do while the action is on the screen, because it's not really about the characters. It's really about the events of the film and the premise alone. And when you don't really care about your characters, you're not going to really care about what's happening. So maybe that's why some of the action scenes felt so boring and kind of dull. So maybe that's what it was. I don't know. I mean, if you really enjoy this film, I'm really glad you do. I just thought this was really mediocre, bland, boring, and just a really big and ginormous missed opportunity, especially with a good cast like this. I'm going to give this film a 4 out of 10. Let me know, did you guys see it? What is some of your favorite Netflix action movies, or even Netflix originals all together? Let me know down below. As always, please like and share the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It means so much to the people who have subscribed, liking my videos, always commenting on my videos, and always offering feedback. You guys are the best, and I really rely on you guys as always. And if you guys like this video, I'll see you guys in the next one.